Evening, hello. Right, we're going to kick off. Can you see?
Should we do it? Should we do it? Let's do it.
Right. No, we don't want to do that. We do want to do this to here. Hello, let's do this.
Good evening. Thank you for making it out tonight. Look at the river we've made on the way in. No, I mean, what can you do? I'm very impressed with everybody here for having made it out tonight. So, do you know what I was thinking on the way here today about what we were going to do today? And I was thinking there is so much to do, so many things to do. You know, I was thinking, we haven't had a sing along for a while, and we've got another number to do, and then we can do the old numbers, and then of course Gareth Malone's coming up as well, and we want to perfect Les Mis. So there is a lot to do. That's okay. Because we've got years of choir to get on with it all. So I think we're going to get Les Mis on its feet today. So we're going to get eyes up and start. It's a really small group, but we are going to run through Somewhere Only We Know, which is a really easy one, and Somewhere Only We Know for Gareth is going to be unison for anyone who wants it, and then anyone who wants takes the top tune, which isn't particularly high. So it's a really easy one. It's just checking things like codas, basically meaning where you jump back to at certain points in it. And I've got lyrics for you somewhere. So we're going to have a warm-up today, and we're going to focus on belting. Before we start, well, exactly. So before we start, so at the moment we are, so belting. What does belting mean to you? If I say belting and singing, what do you think of? Who do you think of? What sounds do you think of? Yeah? Yeah, anyone else? Which that's Tom Jones, yeah? Loud and forceful. Do you think it's okay, Whitney? Yeah, Ethel Merman? Yeah. Patti LuPone? Anyone know her? Who else? What about the one who sung the
Dusty Spring?
Yeah. Yeah. Who was the one who did the Bond tune ages ago? Shirley Bassey belter, and they're all belters actually. Adele's a belter. Who else? Who was the one who even further back who did? I mean, she's a belter. Shirley Bassey. Somebody else. That's all right. What do you think of it as being something? What else do you think of when you hear belting? I mean, we're talking about some quite iconic singers here. Do you think it's a positive sound, or do you have what kind of words would you associate with belting? Yeah. Could you imagine yourself now? Can you see yourself? Do you feel like belting and you were something you could do? Yeah. Does anyone feel like it's something that isn't like? If you think of someone like Whitney or that Lulu, so not a belter. Okay, so. Yeah, and why do you think it feels like something that feels exciting, or does anyone think it feels like something that feels kind of scary to do? Yeah, you do have to be confident. Does anyone else think it feels like it's something that feels like a bit not quite like, you know, something they would feel comfortable doing?
Yeah.
Mm.
You gave us,
On your own versus public. Yeah, okay. Who feels like they would be happy belting at home? Okay. So we're going to just.
Freddie Mercury. He has
Yeah. So what I would say about a belting sound is it's when you take that really powerful sound up very high and it doesn't start to sound operatic or classical. It still sounds kind of like someone's speaking voice, or even at those kind of primal sounds that you make. And it can be quite affecting. Like if you go and see Wicked, you hear Elphaba belting out those top notes. You know, it's quite a powerful thing. So we're going to have, but actually, it's the better you'll be at it, the easier it can be. So we're going to have a little look at some techniques for belting today. But let's start off with warming up with our ooze. So let's switch this on first of all. So you know your ooze. Let's just get you warm. And then we're going to do a couple of warm-ups for belting and an articulation exercise that I just find hilarious. All right, this is just a warm-up, so just start with your hums. Let's see if you can find your starting note without me helping you. Also, can we get the mezzos a bit closer to each other and less, just because you're all a bit spread out again, aren't you? So can we bring the 4 in the back row? Let's just try and hum. Let's just do it a cappella. Let's have a bit more bass. Let's bring out the mezzos here. To an oo. Ah. Good idea. Let's have a big crescendo. One more. All right, lovely. Can you just say blah, blah, blah? All right, okay, so we're going to see how bored we can be when we do our belting today. So, it's a little bit of technique here today. I haven't kind of gone too hard on the technique stuff, but the intention of this choir is it is a choir and a singing course as well. So I want you to take some techniques away with you. 2 feet on the floor, please. Standing up. Right. One thing you'll notice when you watch your belters as they look super chilled, right? They don't get tight. So I want you to just take hold of one hair on the top of your head and I want you to pull upwards. All right? Now, I want you to just do that without hurting yourself. You can imagine it. You don't actually have to do that. Let's do it. Let's do an imaginary hair. All right. Imagine that someone is now taking that job and is continuing. Let go. And imagine that someone now is continuing to lift you up. Okay? All right? Lift it. Now let everything else just hang off it. And hang, and just so everything else is hanging off that. So your jaw is hanging. Your tongue is hanging, your shoulders are hanging, your knee joints, your toes, everything else is hanging off this. But don't let yourself slump. If now, imagine someone's let go of it, everything's going to go. But you've got someone lifting you up from the top hair of your head. Okay? So again, let's just have that lift. Imagine that there's space between every vertebrae. Each vertebrae has got helium in it. It's floating upwards, 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 but you are just hanging off it. Board, 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 board. You can even imagine that somebody has got their thumbs and someone is putting your thumbs underneath your top molars and is lifting you up from there. Can you imagine that? So imagine you can try it if you want. You can put your thumbs inside your mouth. Here. Alright, then you can try it. Lift yourself up. Alright, okay. Lifting, now everything else is hanging off. Okay? So we got a bit of lift. Alright? And then you're just now keeping that feeling, lift, but everything else hanging off. It's so broad. Just go blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, lovely. Now we want a really bored but slightly petulant blah. So you're going, at the beginning, you can blah, 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 blah. We can be quite chill. As we get a bit higher, blah, 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 get a little bit more energy into that, okay? And we're going to see, keep that lift, how bored you can be, as hanging off that, as if there's a coat hanger or something that's lifting you up, you are just hanging off it. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. And at last rate, you've got this kind of blah, blah, blah feeling, which is what we want to see in our faces. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Blah, 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 blah. 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 Go back if you want. Blah, 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 blah. Very nice. And actually, did you lot get up there as well? Some pretty high notes for like happily going straight up to a top G. Did that? Right. Now another one, I'll give you one more. This is the best sound for singing, and I never make you do this because I think you'll never come back to choir, but I can't help it because it's the best sound for singing. All right, it's a tongue trill. It's so good. First of all, stick out your tongue. Now, can you grit your jaw when your tongue's out? What happens? You bite your tongue, okay? So you're not going to get a tight jaw, right? Your tongue is also nice and relaxed as well. It's not going to be back, kind of crunch over. Your tongue is connected to your larynx, and when it goes backwards, it can kind of smother things a little bit. So you've got the tongue out, right? Right? So we've got tongue relaxed, we've got jaw relaxed. Now you're going to go like this. You don't have to do this, but you can have a go and you have to practice it. Yeah? Okay. All right. So about 50% of people won't be able to do it the first time. I couldn't do it the first time. So now we've got airflow going. Whilst we're singing, we've ticked 3 boxes here. All right? There are some other boxes, but that's enough boxes for now. So we're just going to try it. And this is your homework, okay? So you're going to go, and also I don't do this in public either, but then it's so good for us, okay? So you're going to go. It's not going to work over there, is it? I want to do a long one. We're going to try it. Very good. 1, 2. Very nice, everybody. Very good. Brilliant. I'm not going to make you carry on, but I'm going to set you a challenge. Any song, no matter how hard you find it, I bet you can tongue trill it. Have you ever tried it? Has anyone ever tried doing a tongue trill? I've never found a song or a note that I can't sing on a tongue trill. It shows that when everything's functionally working internally, we don't have limits on our voice. The limits on our voice are usually to do with tension or like misfunction, maybe things like chords not in alignment or something like that. So I believe, and you can try it this week, Get your tongue trill. Try the hardest song you've ever made. If it's really fast rhythms or riffing, that's different. But in terms of try something like Defying Gravity or a really high soprano song, I bet you can do it on a tongue trill. So, all right. So we're going to do some belting. We're going to do one little articulation exercise. I love that everyone saw that. All right. Stay. We're going to do this to articulation exercise just because I think it's hilarious, and I love Kim Chandler and I love her exercises. You might have done this with me before.
Here's an articulation exercise.
I just love it. Okay. So we're going to stay with our board stuff, but I wanted something that's really energetic, kind of in terms of consonants. So I think this is tickety boom, tickety, 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 tickety. We've done this one before once. She's amazing, Kim Chandler. We work with her a lot, and she works with all the kind of big, famous pop stars who will do these exercises, and they put them all over Instagram and stuff. They're really fun, but she's really kind of pedagogically, sciencey based, and they're great as well. This one, we're going to stay bored, really bored, but you're going to give your tongue and your lips a workout. Tickety, tickety, tickety. No, just your tongue. So we're just going to have a go together. Extra points if you can do the Aussie accent.
Then really clear and precise. Repeat after me. Tick tock, tickety tock, tick tock, tickety tock, tick tock, tickety tock, tick tock, tickety 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 tock, tickety 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 tock. All right, stay forward, but let's see how. Here we go. Tick tock, tickety tock,
Tick tock, tickety tock,
tick tock, tickety tock,
tick tock, tickety tock, tickety tock, tickety tock, tickety tock, tickety tock, tickety 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 tock, tickety 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 tock.
Now this time, we do it all together. Here we go.
Tick tock, tickety tock, tick tock, tickety tock, tick tock, tickety tock, tickety tock, tickety tock, tickety tickety tick.
Let's do it one last time.
Tick tock, tickety tock, tick tock, tickety tock, tickety tock, tickety tock, tickety 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 tock.
Right. Now give your tongue a big stretch.
So what? Tick tock, tickety tock, tick tock, tickety tock, tickety tock, tickety tock, tickety 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 tock. All right, do that one more time. 2, 3, and tick tock, tickety tock, tick tock, tickety tock, tickety tock, tickety tock, tickety 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 tock. One more time. Really bored. Lift up here. 1, 2, 3, and tick tock, tickety tock, tick tock, tickety tock, tickety tock, tickety tock, tickety 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 tock. Right, 3 times over. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and tick tock, tickety tock, tick tock, tickety tock, tickety tock, tickety tock, tickety 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 tock, tick tock, tickety tock, tick tock, tickety tock, tickety tock, tickety tock, tickety 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 tock, tick tock, tickety tock, tick tock, tickety tock, tickety tock, tickety tock, tickety 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 tock. Right, very good. All right. So to build up your belt, I have to share this because we're doing a 8-week course on the online side of things, and she's so good. She's giving us this little micro exercise each week. And the theory is with belting is instead of going in and trying to sound like Whitney now, we're going to get frustrated when we don't. You're going to do one exercise, one exercise a week. Just to see what happens, see if you can release a side to your voice that you didn't know you had. So this is called the happy shout, which is just basically finding that kind of happy, relaxed shout. Yeah. So you're gonna imagine that you've just had some good news. You've just seen it, and you've gone, yay! All right. So you've seen your good stuff, and you're just gonna go, yay! And you can use your hands like this as well. Yay! Right, 1, 2. Yay! Nice! All right, let me just change it back to strings. It's not in here. Very good. Who now, and I want you to ask yourself a question, if doing that made you feel a bit uncomfortable? A little bit. The combination of having to kind of like think of a thing, do some acting, brings you back to kind of school days or like improvisation or anything like that. But we're just going to do a big yay. And I want you, again, this to be a bit of homework for you to think about. It's seeing it, for me, it's like, opening up my phone, seeing something from that my book's going to be published. And you think of that, yay! All right, so let's just do one of those again. We're going to go, yay! 1, 2, yay! It sounds amazing when you do it, okay? to do. We are going to, when we think of that thing when we inhale, we're going to try and do it on a silent inhale. So first of all, to find your noisy inhale, put your hands in your ears and do a noisy inhale. With your mouth open. Right? Now try it with a nice kind of, wow, I've seen this happy thing. You're going to feel some space. Now try and do it with a happy feeling again, but noisy. Nice, we get that nice kind of almost Wallace and Gromit back space in the back of here. Now try and do that silently. And imagine that space is opening up behind your eyes, behind your eyebrows as well, here. Okay, yeah, nice. Do you feel that space in the back of your mouth? And then we're going to do that. We're going to breathe in and we're going to go, yay! And see if that feels more comfortable with that space. Let's try that again. Yay! Nice. There's so much resonance there. All right, so we're going to try those yeahs, and we're going to try them with 20% singing and 80% happy shout. So we're going to go. So we're going to breathe in with that nice silent in breath. You can put your hands in your ears if you want. We're going to go basically, yeah, yeah, 80% shout. Don't worry what happens. Don't judge yourself. That's the only thing, okay? Yeah! Use your hands like this. Yeah! Yeah! How high can we take it? Yeah! 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 Keep going if you want. How is that feeling? Yeah? All right. Shall we get up on stage and let's have a go at Ladies Bentley all the way through? We worked on the beginning part. Let's do some real work on the rest of it. And let's get I feel like I should give I can think right, mind the bias. Take a step can we have some volunteers for some solos? So I think we need solos. I'm just scanning her through. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to shout some solos out. So I'm assuming Nick is doing Bring Him Home. Well, Jacob. Right, as per usual, I was going to switch them around like last time. We'll do some online video auditions. So I think there's a solo. Someone shout like it's one of them. Right, just put your hands up nice and tall if you want to do the I Dream Dream one. Who's doing the I Dream Dream? Yeah? Can you stand forward then if you are doing a solo? So you're going to do page, and we will swap this around. This is not set. We'll try and get to lots of female voices.
I can't remember what it is, but as soon as there's a solo and I dream the dream, go for it. Spring Hippo. There is one. It's on page 8. I had a dream my life would be so different from this world we're living, so different now from what it seems. Now life has killed the dream I dream.
Page 10.
Also, I would like a mezzo soprano for the ooze, just to see, actually it can be anyone, but someone to do there was a time when men were kind, when their voices were soft, and their words inviting. It's hard timing, but nice, it's on one note, it's quite easy. So the mezzos we're just going to try it with no ooze, with just a solo doing that. Does anyone want to do that? Come on, don't be shy. There was a time. Brilliant. Flick's going to have a go at that one. Is there any others that I'm missing?
It's the nail wash.
Nick's going to do that one. I need someone to sing at the end of Nick's solo, though. Someone to do. Bring him Could we have either one of the other men do that one, or just at the end of your solo? You just come in from bar 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Shall I just do that one for now so you can hear it? Anyone who wants to do that can join in. Oh, bring him home. That's all you need to do. You just need someone doing that. All right, would you like a microphone for your solos? No, thank you. Would you like, we've got a new fancy performance track where you can lower them so they're very quiet on it. Would you like a little bit of them, a lot of them, or none of them? None of them. None of them. Whoa. I don't know if that's I'm going to say it. Just for now, just for now. See what I mean? They're really quiet on it. Can you hear? See, there's just a gentle, just a bit more than that. Yeah, it's basically pan to the left so we can turn off the left speaker. I think this should be, let me just double check. I think that's the same one. Yeah. Too loud? Don't too loud? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Right. Okay. So, try to remember everything that we did last week. Lots of cut-offs, lots of consonants. Just trying to remember everything we did because we're not going to go over it much. We're going to move on and do the next section. So let's give it a go, and I will try my
to conduct a little.
At the end of the day, you're another day older. And that's all you can say for the life of the poor. It's a struggle, it's a war, and there's nothing that anyone's giving. But one day it's something about what is it for? What else do you living? At the end of the day, you're another day older. And the shirt on your back doesn't keep out the chill. And the righteous carry past, they don't hear the little ones crying, and the witches hung in your past, ready to kill. One day nearer to dying. At the end of the day, there's another day dawning. And the sun in the morning is ready to rise. And the waves crash and sand, like a sword in every second. Then from the burning the land, there's nothing out to pay. At the end of the day. There was a time when the voices were soft and the words were fighting. There was a time when love was bright and the world was a song and the song was exciting. There was a time and it all went wrong.
Dig in deeper a bit. Wow.
I dreamed a dream in time gone by, when hope was high and life worth living. I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed that God could be forgiving. Then I was young and unafraid, and dreams were made and used and wasted. Ooh, there was no ransom to be paid. No song unsung, no wine untasted. But the time has come at last. But the time has come at last. With their voices soft as thunder, as they tell your hope, as they turn your dream to share. That we would live the years together. But there are dreams that cannot be. misty in the river. In the darkness, the trees are full of starlight, and all I see is him and me forever and forever. Do you hear the people singing the songs of angry men? It is the music of the people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drum, there is a life about to stop and tomorrow comes. Will you join in our crusade? Will you be strong and stand with me? Join in the fight that will give you the right to be free. Do you hear the people singing the songs of angry men? It is the music of the people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drum, there is a life about to stop and tomorrow comes.
Yeah. Wow.
Alright, little debrief. That's very good. Very. That's just like that. That's proper. Like this is gonna blow the roof off in our concert.
Can you be quiet, please? Because I can't shout in this echoey venue.
So, for the majority of it, you're absolutely nailing it. Just needs to be off book because everyone's eyes are down. So it really is about moments when you need to stop sounding so pretty. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can hear it, can't you? A lot of the time it's just like, right, job done, that sounds brilliant. It sounds really, really nice. And the times when it doesn't, it's not that it doesn't sound nice, it just sounds too pretty. So are there any moments when you can identify those yourself that you know are there? Do you want to come and sit down? Let's
Let's just identify a few of those moments.
In terms of cut-offs and everything, it's all great.
It's protecting.
All right, let's do this. So the first bit's brilliant. You were really good at the end of the day. I mean, you didn't look like you looked in your faces like you shouldn't be making such an excitable sound because everyone was just kind of looking down. But I think we'll get a bit of stage in it. I want a bit of, when we were creating this medley, what I said to Tim, because I listened to a lot of Les Mis medleys on YouTube. You know, you get the kind of Hal Leonard ones. We could buy arrangements for this choir. I listened to lots of them. It was much cheaper just to go, right, let's just order copies of something that's already there. But I didn't like any of the arrangements. They didn't sound like Les Mis. They sound like a choir doing Les Mis. It just didn't sound like what I think of Les Mis being. And as a musical theatre choir, we've got to sound like we're in a musical. We want to sound like the ensemble of a musical. right? Not just like a kind of SSAA kind of, or SSSA. We want to sound, and you do sound like that. But, so what I said to Tim is, can we have a narrative to the melodies we do? And it will be the same going forward when we do Wicked, because we're doing Wicked next term and Phantom. And the Wicked one's going to be a bit shorter because this is quite a long medley. But we had to do a long Les Mis medley because we had to include every song, because we you just have to. So we said, can there be a narrative where they have the story up, where anyone writing a story, you've got someone who has got a problem, and then something's in their way, but that they persevere and they get through, and then there's hope, and then something else is in their way and they get to the end, and it's got this in here. So this is what we have to have in us when we're singing at the beginning. We're playing the ensemble, we're playing the kind of, the people who have absolutely no hope here. And then as we go through, and there is a story, like Fontaine steps forward and asks to be heard. And there's hope there. And we've asked if you have a look at it, we really chose the bits of the lyrics that are hopeful. On my own, it wasn't the story of Eponine's love story, it was just that in the rain there's some hope here. We're trying to use those bits. So, I don't know if I'm here myself. So the first bit where I think that we needed a bit more is I Dreamed a Dream. And I don't want to go too much into that bit because we've done it a lot, but we have to find our voice, don't we? Or we have to find a bit more of that. It's not quite the right approach at the moment. Don't know. I don't know why, it's just not my friend today. Can't quite work out where it should be. Hello. So bear with me here, maybe here. It's also very reverby, isn't it? Let's just do a couple of bits. So, it's the bit just before that. It's the bit that you'll come in on. I had a dream in my life. Until I dreamed to come to me. Can you go to page 66? Bar 66. Right. It's not about volume here because he's gone for a trebly kind of. But, oh good, I get to talk about triplets as well. 2 parts, see the triplets. I dreamed a dream, he'd come to me. Can we get the triplets in there, please? Everyone can do this because there's another one coming up on the next page. It's I dreamed a dream, we all do on bar 74. So if you just look ahead, I'm just going to show you timing-wise, you know this. Triplets, when you see a little 3 over them, the 3 equal notes in 1, so boom. And still I dreamed he'd come to me. Then the others are that we would live the years together. And then the next one's not triplets. But then, boom, but there were dreams that cannot be. Da, boom, da 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 da. Now you're back to triplets again. I dreamed a dream in time gone by. And if you're soloing, I had a dream my life would be. So can we just do this bit? And can we get our owls out? Anyone who wasn't here last week, put your hand up. Oh no. All right, quickly, just go, ow. Get a little bit more cramp in your tummy. Ow. Really, it really hurts, like really good. Ow! 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 no wonder, because half of you weren't here. Don't sing it. If you sing it, there's nothing wrong with going, and still I dreamed he'd come to me. But it's not really the Fontaine, is it? Now just try it on ow, just going, ow, 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 ow. It's just owing. It sounds more like the show, doesn't it? So just singing's easier than we think it is. Stop trying to sound nice and just be in pain. Release any pain, right? Oh, it could be frustration. No. Let's try it now first. 2, 3, and. We need a little bit more of an active ow. So not like a like ow. A little bit more pain in there. Okay. 2, 3, and. Great. Sounds getting really big. Let's have a no. It's such a different sound to what you were doing there up that bit. So let's try this whole bit together. And all you think is ow or no. And what's going to happen is when you're going to, oh, I can't do that, I have to sing it properly. Just trust yourself. It will sound better. You try this. Right. 3, 4, 1. And still I dreamed he'd come to me. Let's make it 4 times as owing, okay? But there are dreams that cannot be. And no, my British nature is like, what are you doing? And I can only demo it because I'm allowed to be like, oh, this is but actually it's so scary, it can feel quite vulnerable, okay? But if we can do that every line, let's just see what happens, okay? 3, 4, 1. So I'm going to leave this with you, because once we're on our feet again, it's all going to come out here. I dreamed a dream in time gone by. Let's get more of that hour out. Right, let's skip ahead. I think this was really good, actually. It is time for us all to decide who we are. But it needed to get a little bit more marchy, didn't it? A little bit more. It just needed to grow a little bit, didn't it? And do you hear the people sing as like an extension of this one? So Fontine's cried out, but she's kind of on her own. Then someone steps forward. Can you feel the narrative here that you've got? Hang on. It's time for us all to decide who we are. I want you to imagine this bit is that every line has made you go, yes, I'm going to stand up. But when I stand up to say the next bit, I need to inspire people. So you can't go, it's time for us all to decide who we are. You're saying to you, it's time for us all to decide who we are, right? Are we just any old choir? Or are we the Sing Space choir? Okay, so can we give it a go? Can you try and be as inspirational as you can? Can everybody stand up when it's your turn? So first of all, the first one, not yet. It's going to be like, so you're going to basically, and And you're going to look at each other a little bit when you say the lines as well. So who's the first ones to sing the altos and the baritones? Yeah? So you stand up. Hey, it is time, and look at them. And then who's next? Oh, alto twos. You come. All right, well, let's see what happens. Please look at each other a little bit when you sing. Okay. And anyone who's feeling less confident, try and come on. All right, let's give it a go. It is time for us all to decide who we are. Right, whoever sings that, let's go. I'll give you 4 in. Nice. Nice. Good. Good. I mean, this was pretty good. Carry on. That was perfect. Done. It's another tick. Sounds amazing. But, and we won't do too much more because I don't want to do some other things today. It comes right in. You've got spot. Straight in. Now I wonder if this should be solos because it feels almost like it should be that fragile. But let's try it as a group at the moment. So can we just go from? We'll do that. Now get ready for your from bar 100, please. We talked about primal sounds last week with half of you. Hey! Which one's going to sound better for this bit? And would be cause then it's turned so cold. But if we took it to a whine, cause then it's turned so cold. If we took it to an ow, cause then it's turned so cold. We don't want that one, do we? Do we want the sigh or the whine? I think so. So can you just go, Can you do all these sounds all day long? You don't have to sing it. And it's like that phrase that just flows in on that Cause it is so cold. Let's just go from there. Actually, we won't go back. So we just let. Now we just want it to not become laggy, just because we've got pretty. We've still got to get that energy in there. Okay, let's hear it. Cause that it's not so cold. Good. You're actually fine on that bit. It's just because I'm playing like not quite what the piano is on that bit. Are you okay on that bit? Because they all want to note bash while we're there. Yeah, have a seat quickly. And put your hand up if you want to note bash on your 9th lines. Everyone, okay? And soon it will be night. That was one of the mezzos. No, soprano, sorry. Can I I just hear that? And soon it will be. Good. And soon it will be night. 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down 2. And you okay, altos? You all seem, you okay? Should we just put that all together? Sorry, you're gonna do night. And soon it will be. One more time, and just play the message first note. And soon it will be lovely. So it was beautiful. Next bit's great. My goodness, so the only bits which I think I'll hold off, so we've got a bit of time to do some other things. So we've only got to do one little bit of working, and this is ready. So shall we have a look at someone only we know? Yeah? All right, got some lyrics for you. Before I hand out the lyrics, would anybody, I'm really happy to offer an extra rehearsal. I think I would probably like it as well. Either next week or the week after, probably next week so we know where we're at. It's just whether, I think we're all going to be a bit last minute. I'm kind of thinking I'll learn these, it's only going to take a day to learn, it's going to take a session to sit down, and I haven't done it yet either. Do you want me to do, because I'm going to see if I don't think I can hire this. It might not be ideal for everyone, but I can film it. I'm thinking Pusey Bouverie Hall, next Thursday. I need to check they're available, but that's the other time that they had for us when I was considering venues. So I'll put a poll out, and if anyone wants to, and if it's just me, I'll run things through. Yeah. But I think you probably all need yeah, maybe even a bit earlier, maybe probably people with kids, probably the same time as this. Would we like to do it next week, or would we like to do it the week after? Should we do it next week so we know and even if it's just a case of hanging out and no bashing some stuff. Well, that's a bit annoying. He's talking about being in Glasgow that week now, so we might not even get him for that. Yeah. So I'm going for the 16th. I know. I'm joking. I'm going to hand these out. Play a little chat, we'll do that. So should we do that? I'll let you know. Is anyone Thursday's okay? Tuesday or Thursday? It's going to not work for everyone, whatever we decide. So I think quick vote for Thursdays. Tuesdays? Okay, sounds like Thursdays probably the way. All right.
They say we all lights are bright on Broadway. They say it's always that on Broadway. But when you're walking down the street, you have had enough. Little will fly off and go nowhere. They say so when I'm right on Broadway.
Okay, so what we're going to do here is I had a look at this one and oh, I'm putting lyrics. If you want to sing tune on this one, sing tune. I think it's tune all the way through. If you want to sing harmony on it, sing harmony on it. The only difficult thing is there's a kind of a go back part. If you've got the sheet music where it goes back to a coda, but I think it's right with the lyrics. I'm just going to grab mine. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the soprano line, track. Put your hand up if you want to do a harmony on this one, and put your hand up if you want to do tune. You can't do both, okay? Who's singing harmony? All right, I'll listen. Okay. Back to simple thing. Oh, back to simple thing. Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting on and I need something to rely on. So tell me where you're gonna let me in. I'm getting tired and I need someone to begin. This could be the end of everything. Somewhere only we go. Somewhere only we go. Somewhere only we go. Everyone together. Somewhere only we know. You need some music. Can you see, so in terms of at-home practice, but in terms of following it when there's sheet music in the Dropbox, it does basically the same thing all the way through. Do you want me to play the soprano line once through, or do you want to just learn it at home? Or what the track? It just says here, I've got soprano and bass up top, and alto or tenor here. So altos, do you all know the tune? Who's doing the tune now? Who's deciding to do a... Does anyone on this side want to do, I think as long as we've got about a third of us doing the harmony, I think we're fine. So again, if you don't want to, you can just do the tune. Do you want to do it once more through? Yeah? Should we do it the same way, and then everyone do the tune and sing out, and I will try and do much clearer hand gestures this time. Basically, sing this next all the way through. Step by the river and it may be complete. Say no, we'll simply now. Where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. So tell me when you'll let me in. I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. Sing again. A fallen tree. Oh, different. Like the branches of the greenery. Is this the place? Big jump. We used to love one. Is this the place that I've been dreaming of? Say no. Oh, simple place. Down one. Where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. Jump up. So tell me where. Stay there. You let me in. I'm getting tired and I need something to begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, That's a simple thing. Oh, simple rain, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. So tell me when you let me in. I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. Oh, to make you check that bit, so I'm going back to us. Back to the bit. This could be the end of everything. So only we go, somewhere only we go. Tune to the end. Somewhere only we go. Somewhere only we go. Very good. And there were 60 of us, so, you know, I mean, I'd say that one's... Now... That was good. Now, what would you like to do with your final 15 minutes? Would you like to Ooh, so there's a few options. I'm aware the other reason I want to do a rehearsal is there are a few people not doing Gareth Malone, so we don't want to do too much Gareth stuff. Would you like to run your other numbers? Would you like to run Les Mis again? Would you like to start Raise Your Voice? Or would you like to, if we're going to get you lot doing the old songs from last term, I need to get you some sheet music next time that week, don't I? So I think that would be nice to get you doing those. What would anyone like to do? Do you want to put any preference? Or would you, is there anyone want to jump up into a skate though? What's that? What did you say? Is it too early? Yes. It's too early for Christmas. It's too early for Christmas. We could do Christmas. There will be a lot of Christmas coming. Well, I'm wondering, we could learn, I tell you what we're going to do. Go to your Raise Your Voice. We've got the vocal track recording, so you can at least have a listen of it and have a sing along, and we'll see. Because if you think you can learn it by the concert, we'll add it in. But we've got quite a lot of other things to do.
Well, this is week 7. It's on week 12. 6th of December? Yeah. Yeah, it's like an open rehearsal. It's just like friends and family, charity buckets, mulled wine, mince pies, just boom. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I didn't want to throw this at you because I don't want to do too much, but it's really good fun, and we'll definitely learn it. If we don't do it this term, we'll do it next term. I think this is.
First rule of singing, the raptors ringing, toss everything, counting inside. When you got a song worth giving, there's one way to do. Look it from interfering, let that song burst through. Raise your voice, lift it up to heaven. Raise your voice.
Oh, I still.
Come on, don't be shy. If you feel it, why not sing it? Let your soul rejoice. Raise the stakes, raise your game, raise your voice.
I had the mix down with this.
Raise your voice. Get your book ready. Raise your voice. Let your free and fly. Don't you hide it, why not hide it? Like it's God's voice. Raise the king, raise the king, raise it to a higher plane. Raise the ruckus, raise the devil, raise it up another level. Raise your voice, lift it up to heaven. Raise your voice, spread it across the sky. Let's lift every stand and share it. Help the world rejoice. Raise a sweat, raise a cheer, raise it to the stratosphere. Raise your strength, raise your spirit, raise it so good, just hear it. Raise your heart, raise your soul. Raise the voice, raise your glory, hallelujah. Raise your glory, hallelujah. Raise it up, raise your voice.
Yeah, it's really fast. Should we just for the last 10 minutes? Should we have a little look at some of it? Yeah. Sister Act. Yeah.
So that was Yeah, it's from Sister Act musical, written by Alan Menken. What else did Alan Menken write? A whole new world. Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Like every Disney show that there is. Shall we just have a bit of a sing through? So it should be pretty easy. Let's try on this one, just because it's a kind of a quick one that we learn in a week. Let's just put the men with the alt soprano twos. Let me know if it doesn't work. But I think the sop twos or the sop ones are going to be a bit high. I think actually, I don't know. Let's try sop two and see what happens. First roll of singing, get the rafters ringing, toss everything in, dig down deep inside. Let's just try that. First roll of singing, get the rafters ringing, toss everything in, dig down deep inside. Carry on, I think it's just in unison. When you got a song worth hearing, there's one thing to do. Keep our feet from interfering. Little bit of harmony. And let the song burst through. And let the song burst through. And let the song burst through. Sorry, different thing. And let the song burst through. And let that song burst through. And let that song burst through. Shall I do this again one more time? And let that song burst through. 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 All together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and let that song burst through. Good. Do it again. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, in unison, raise your voice, lift it up to heaven. Very nice. In unison more, raise your voice. In unison, come on, don't be shy. Top lines, if you feel it. Bottom lines, why conceal it? That's it. Good. Well, we've just done 3 pages. Yeah. Let your soul rejoice. That's it. I'll do your whole line to the end of that. So let your soul rejoice. Raise the stakes. Raise the flame. Raise your voice. Do it one more time. Let your soul rejoice. Raise the stakes. Raise your game. Raise your voice. Very nice. Gentlemen and mezzos. Actually, which one? Is there a line? Let's keep going and then choose a line I can enjoy. Let your soul rejoice. Raise the stakes. Raise your game. Raise your voice. Feels like that's quite comfy. Do that one more time. Mezzos and men. Let your soul rejoice. Rejoice. Raise the stakes. Raise your game. Raise your voice. Lovely. Let your soul rejoice. Raise the stakes. Raise the game. Sorry, raise the game. Raise your voice. Do that again with an E flat. Let your soul rejoice. Raise the stakes. Raise your game. Raise your voice. And it's all in the drop box now. Let 2, 3, and let your soul rejoice. Raise the stakes, raise your game, raise your voice, raise Should we do that bit, that last line when we just got it in our head? No, let's just do it. Let's just do it from the beginning. First roll of singing. Do you want to do it with the track or with piano?
Play.
First rule of singing gets the rafters ringing, toss and ringing, deep down deep inside. When you got a soul working, there's one way to do. Looking from it to hearing, and let that soul burst through. Reach your voice, lift it up to heaven. Raise your voice. Come on, don't be shy. If you feel it, I can feel it. Let the soul rejoice. Raise the stakes, raise your game, raise your voice. Raise your voice. Raise your voice. Let me free and fly.
Can't find. All right, lovely. All right, what do we think is the first thing? Do you think we can get this done for Christmas or? Yeah? Yeah! And should we say for the old songs, we will put them in the concert, but it's of no obligation for newbies to learn them. So what I'll do is I'll bring the music next week for Hear My Song, Beautiful. And if you want to be in them, brilliant, there's going to be tracks there and you can learn them, or we can just have a smaller group. I think you're the only one who knows it because you did London. We could do a quartet version of You Will Be Found. Who knows You Will Be Found? Do you know it? Have we? All right, I'll bring it. We'll have a go next week. Yeah. Yeah? All right. Yeah.
Look, we'll see. Okay.
Shall I, oh, announcements, please. Somebody, sorry, I'm being really bad at not knowing names again.
Yes.
Come and give us an announcement.
An announcement.
There you go, microphone.
No, I don't need a microphone. I will belt it out. Yeah, I'm used to standing up on a podium. I'm part of I'm chair of the Bella Voce choir, which is in Ramsbury. We're 55 strong, 4 parts, and we're doing a winter concert in Ramsbury Holy Cross. It's a lovely church. Saturday, the 3rd of December. Tickets are £8. Under 18s free. There's a bar and a raffle as well. It's 6 centuries of song. So it goes from things like Hallelujah up to Sweet Caroline. So it's a real mixture. I haven't brought any tickets with me tonight and I'm not here next week, but I will bring them the week after. If anybody can find the time to come along, we'd be delighted to see you.
Nice, thank you. Nice. And do post on the Facebook group as well. Do you want to post a picture of it on the Facebook group? So anyone else got any announcements, or is it pub time? Who's going to the pub? Who's braving it? You? Not tonight. Right, see you later. Thanks for watching at home. Bye.